Welcome to Where Passion Meets Purpose. I'm your host, Jen Mentasana. On this show, we help busy moms and entrepreneurs find more passion and purpose in their daily lives through inspiring stories and interviews. Welcome, everyone. I just wanted to take a little time here to share with you why I decided to start this podcast, Where Passion Meets Purpose. This podcast is my love letter to you and to myself, truly. It is my hope that I will be able to bring stories to you of inspiration and joy, as well as resilience and perseverance and overcoming all odds, so that you can truly see that you can do anything that you want in this lifetime through passion, joy, purpose, and following your guide through God and your higher power. I have to tell you that this journey for me has been truly incredible for the past 15 years. And now more than ever, I feel like all of us need to show our light because the world needs so much light right now and so much love and so much joy. And my hope is truly that you will listen every single week and get at least one nugget of information that will spark joy for you and maybe step into a place of passion and living your best life. And not only that, hopefully you will share these episodes with your friends and people that you care about so that they can find more joy and purpose in their daily lives. So we will be interviewing inspiring entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and just motivational speakers and people that will tell their stories of resilience so that hopefully you can find some motivation through their stories. Maybe you're someone who wants to start a business or do something new for the first time in your life. You're taking a risk and you need some inspiration. Or maybe you're a new mom and you're trying to figure out, okay, I don't want to go back to that career that I was doing because it doesn't make sense for me now that I want to spend more time with my child. So what am I going to do with my time and my life? Or maybe you're an empty nester or your kids are getting older and you have more time to spend focusing on what it is that you want to do with the rest of your life. This show is for you if that is what you are feeling right now. So again, I hope that through these stories, you will get some sort of nugget or feeling of inspiration that will help you step into the best version of yourself. For me, that's been a journey for at least 15 years. For the first half of my adult life, I was chasing money. I was chasing the desire to make money. I was in survival mode ever since my parents divorced when I was a sophomore in college. And my parents basically told me, we can no longer help you pay your bills. You're going to have to finish out your college degree by yourself on your own. And so it was the first time I'd ever been on my own financially. And I went and started waiting tables and bartending and figuring out how to pay my own bills. And when I graduated from college, I had a mountain of debt. And the only thing I could think of was I got to go after a job that is going to pay me the most amount of money. And so I had been in college to pursue a degree in broadcast journalism. I wanted to be on Entertainment Tonight. I wanted to be the next Mary Hart, if you know who she is. And I had to put that dream aside. I had to focus on what was going to be the thing that could help me make the most amount of money. And so I looked into it and I found out that broadcast media sales was the best way to make the most amount of money out of the gate from college. And so that's what I pursued. I moved to Chicago with my girlfriends and I waited tables and worked 60 hours a week while I pursued a media sales career. And so went my life for the next 15 years of building up, going up the ranks in media sales and making money and being able to pay my bills, but being miserable and really not living in my passion and purpose. And it took me until, I was about 33 years old when I realized I'm miserable. I hate this. This is not who I am. I'm kind of good at it, but I don't love it. And I'm unhappy and I'm miserable. And I was working like a dog. I was working 60 hours a week, sometimes in the office at 7 a.m. and not coming home until 7 o'clock at night. And I had met my husband, fortunately, through that industry. So that was a gift that I look at it now this way, is that was my gift from that career, was that I got to meet my husband. And he was supportive enough that when we were trying to have a baby and I was so stressed out, I told him, I said, this isn't going to work. If I want to have a baby and we want to have a life together, I cannot live in this chaotic lifestyle and think that, chasing the dollar is the answer. So he was fortunate enough to support me, and I went through infertility treatments to have my first son, which was an amazing journey, and I'll share that with you at some point. But I tell you all of this because I want you all to know that you do have a choice. Life is a choice. And maybe you have to go through survival mode for a while because that's what you have to do. But there comes a time in life where you realize you only have this lifetime to make the most of it. And God has given each and every single one of us special gifts and talents to share with the world. And He wants you to do that. And so if you haven't had that opportunity to share your gifts with the world, and you're not ready to start that business or take this new leap into a new future, start dabbling in figuring out what is your true passion. What is your true purpose? And maybe you'll find that there's a hobby or a volunteer opportunity or something that you can do that will help you tap into that, because it is truly life-changing. And I do want that for every single one of you. I want you to get to the end of your life and say, I did it. I lived my entire purpose. It was rocky in the beginning, maybe, or I followed the money like me, and I didn't really do what I wanted to do. But in the end, I gave it my all, and I did everything that God wanted me to do in this lifetime. I want that for you. And that's why I've created this show. I want to share these stories and these opportunities with you so that you can know that it is possible, because you need to choose you. No one else is going to do it. And I'll just share one more thing about that. I'm a mom of 3 children that I absolutely adore. I spend time with them. I drive them to their practices. I make them meals every day. I laugh with them. I cry with them. I share my stories. I pray with them at night. I am a very good mom, and it's also possible to be a good mom and do something for yourself. Know that, because it took me a long time to trust that and believe that. I live in a community where there's a lot of stay-at-home moms, and they're amazing, and they commit to their kids' schools, and they commit to volunteering, and they commit to coaching their kids' teams, and it's incredible. And they can do all of that and have the time, and it's awesome. But it doesn't mean that you're not a good mom if you choose to do something for yourself as well, like a career or a business. So just know that if you're struggling with that decision, I would love to work with you. And you can always reach out to me. All of the information and ways to connect with me are in the show notes, and I will be sharing that each and every week. So again, my hope is that this show will inspire you to tune in every single week to get nuggets of inspiration and ways to find joy in your daily life. And I'll be sharing more stories about myself and why I'm doing this podcast in the next episode. But for now, just stay focused, stay positive, and tune in so that we can share stories together. Thank you so much. Thank you again for listening to Where Passion Meets Purpose. If you're enjoying this show, please subscribe and download it so you don't miss an episode every single week. And if you think you have a friend who might benefit from listening, please share it with them as well. If you'd like to contact me, you can always reach me through email on my website at jenmentasana.com and my social media, Jen_Mentasana. And you can DM me there, and I'll always respond, and we can connect about topics on the show or anything else you'd like to discuss. Thanks again for tuning in.